Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess. It's Thursday night.
Thursday's here.
And this is David.
And we are here, and we are glad you were here.
Yeah, hi to Timey. Hi
What's
to
up, Timey?
everyone else that is hanging out in chat tonight. Welcome in. We are back. We have decided to continue streaming.
It's 2 weeks in a row. We have longed for being back. We missed it a lot.
We did. We missed all of you, especially.
Last week was great.
Yeah.
We played Floresta, Arcane Wonders. That was really awesome. Mm-hmm. Thanks to Bree for being in the chat. Keeping things long.
Yeah, and today we're going to play a game that's from our Shelf of Opportunity and also a local game called Northwest. But first, before we start, I want to say happy Juneteenth to everyone. If you had the day off or if you were observing it. For those that aren't familiar with it, maybe those from overseas, Juneteenth is a holiday that commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S. It is usually observed on June 19th every year. It marks the day in 1865 when enslaved people from in Texas were informed of their freedom, and that was the final state to actually recognize the end of slavery. It was even done 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. So they see it as kind of like a Juneteenth, Independence Day, and things became a federal holiday only a few years ago in 2021. Right.
Hadn't really heard about it much.
Yeah.
Until the last few years. But what's cool is so the company that I work for recognizes it not as a holiday to be off work, but the company's headquartered in Texas. And so they're very much aware of that history.
Yeah.
That Texas, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, still had its slaves.
Yeah.
And they finally received word. And,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like today where we got phones in our pockets telling us everything that's going on ever.
Right.
But still. That.
Yeah. So just wanted to acknowledge that today. And hello to Tech. Welcome in.
What's up, Tech?
Oh,
Tan
is here. Hi, Tan. Welcome in.
We got Timey, Tech, Tan. It's the T's.
We need a T. We need a Tangy. Where's the Tangy at?
Oh, if a Tangy could show up.
I saw your haircut. Yes.
How did you? I had a hat on. How did you know?
Yes, David got a haircut, everyone. He's hiding it under his hat.
It is not me. There is a lovely person right next to me that has a haircut.
Yeah, exactly. Tech's like, oh, you do have hair.
Nice.
Yeah, I decided for summertime I got it all chopped off, and it's great.
And it looks great. It
looks amazing. Thank you. So, yes, thank you for noticing. But today, friends, we are going to play this wonderful kind of set collection, tile placement in a way, but with cubes.
Yeah, block placement.
Block placement. It is called Northwest, and it is a fun game. It is actually done by a designing studio called Brickhouse Games. They are located in the Northwest. So it was really... As are we.
We are in the Northwest.
And a cool story about this game, when I was working at the game store back in Portland, I hosted an event for local game designers to come and demo their games. And it was an open day for folks to come and play and get familiarized with some games that they might not be familiar with and people that they're in their neighborhoods. So one of the groups from that came out and they couldn't make the game day, but Brickhouse, I had them come at a later date and we had them demo this game, and it's a beautiful game. It's made of wood. It's perfect for like a coffee table presence, even if you're not playing it, and you'll see what we mean when we play it.
True.
But the people were super friendly, very nice. It was their very first game to go through and actually like bring into production, so they were really excited to kind of hand out this demo for us to use for the store and everything, and it went over like gangbusters, and everybody really enjoyed it, and I was able to take home a copy, and so we're going to play that for you today. It was on Kickstarter. It was a successful Kickstarter, and everything went through GameFound to kind of get it sent to backers and whatnots, and right now they're really pushing to get it into retail stores. So I'm going to post a link to their website so you can see for yourself if you are interested in getting it. They encourage you to reach out to your local game store and have them contact the studio directly so they can kind of negotiate how to get it into y'all's hands.
Okay.
That way.
So it is potentially something that people could get a hold of.
Correct.
You just best suited to do it through your local game store.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They want to just encourage that too,
Yeah.
which is great.
That's awesome. And we got it through our local game store.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Oh, Tan, I always love your songs.
I don't
Always
know
great.
this one.
Go Northwest, life is cold and peaceful there. I don't know. I just made up that tune.
Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, because that's how I do things. Tan is like, good grief, Jess, what is happening? But yes, so you can check it out there. They also have another card game called Twilight Peaks that is currently still in production. But they were really awesome people. The game designer for this game is a person of color, and so it was also really nice to support them and their work. But yes, and I was able to teach. Rick Howe is the name of the designer.
Oh.
I think his name is on the box.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And I was able to teach this to Dave, and he picked it up pretty fast, and it is a pretty quick game. We'll go through how to play it and everything, so we'll probably play it a couple times tonight, but if anyone has any questions or anything, just please feel free to type it in the chat. What were your first thoughts before we get into it? What are your first thoughts on this game?
Dan is taking a
hydration break. It's like 4 a.m. for him, so
yeah. Well, I hope you get some good finish to that sleep, buddy.
Yeah. Good night, Tan. Sweet
I definitely
dreams.
understand. So we moved. We're still in the Northwest. We were in the Portland area, and now we're in the central part of Oregon. And Oregon Central is desert. So where we were living in Portland, it's valley. It's in the very lush valley. It rains a lot. Very wet everywhere. Everything. Out here, it's desert. It's much drier, and there has been a curve of adapting to life out here, and we have definitely woken up in the middle of the night with just like parched throats.
Yes, because
Like,
very dry.
Oh, we're gonna need
Very
to get
dry.
a humidifier in this room. So yes, I understand the waking up in the middle of the night and needing a drink desperately.
Yeah.
So sleep well, friend. It was good to see your name and your song lyrics that I'm gonna have to go look up. What were my initial thoughts? The production is out of this world. You'll see it in a second. The game has a clever action selection system where the piece that I choose dictates how you are going to be able to take your turn. So not only am I thinking about what do I want for my set collection, but I might be looking at the board and going, what do I want to set you up potentially for? So if I have a couple of options on which piece to take, I can then also add in the element of which move do I think Jess might benefit or, not benefit from, which is really cool. Like usually I get, if you're playing chess, you get to make whatever move you want with your pieces.
Correct.
But in this one, you're limited. Your move is limited by what piece I chose. And so that's really fun. And so I thought that was something kind of different and unique that I hadn't played before. I love a good set collecting game, especially when you have a blank slate and you have to try to get things into the right places for your sets. This isn't just grabbing things and putting them in front of you. There's adjacency rules and there is purpose for where you place things. So that's a neat puzzle.
Yeah.
I think it we haven't played it. I haven't played it at more than 2.
Yes.
And I really, really want to play it at more than 2. I think at 2, it's good. I think with 3, it's probably going to be really sweet.
This
4
plays
might
up
be a
to
little
4.
too chaotic.
This plays up to 4. I will say when I did demo it with the designer and his partner, and they were saying that it does, it goes much faster at higher player counts because there's less choice.
Right,
As you're going through.
many
so
fewer
you're like,
turns.
okay, fewer turns. Strategy goes up in that sense because you're like, okay, I'm limited on how many options I have. Whereas you'll see here in the 2-player game, there's quite a few options still.
Right.
So, all right, enough talking about it. Let's actually
Drop
see it.
to the table.
Drop it to the table. And of course, we've got Squatchy here, our mascot, that I think he's going to try to be on every stream if possible. So yeah, and it's only appropriate that we play him, have him on the table because he is actually in the game.
He's in the game.
Yeah. Did you want to explain how this plays, or would you like me to play?
Sure, no, I can go for it.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. So in Northwest, we have this lovely grid of 8x8 blocks. Each block has the same faces on it, but you roll them when setting up the board to randomize what faces show and in which places. The face options: mushrooms, bees, ferns, maples, and Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Some of them have a pinecone symbol on them, which we'll talk about, but these are going to be distributed out here totally randomly. What you're going to be doing is on your turn, Jess is going to be first player. She's going to take the hiker, and she's going to decide where the hiker is going to start their hike. That first move has to be on one of the mushroom spaces, but it could be any of them in the entire grid. From there, you are going to be moving the hiker based on which piece your opponent took last, because that limits what options you have for movement. What you're going to be trying to do is all of the different sets are going to score a little differently. So we'll talk first about how the movement works, and then what you do with those pieces, and then how those things score. So let's say Jess decided to grab this mushroom piece right here. She's going to take that, place the hiker there in that spot, and then she has to place her very first block in the northwest corner of her grid. So she's playing red, so she would have to place that mushroom right there. Now, for my turn, because she chose a mushroom, I have these options on how to move. Mushrooms, it's a little bit glary.
Yeah.
Did I get a little better? Nah, I don't know. We'll just talk about it. That's a little glary. I'm sorry about that. When you choose a mushroom, your opponent on their next turn can move to any block immediately adjacent. And adjacency is orthogonal or diagonal for mushroom purposes. So because she chose this spot and a mushroom, I can go to any of these 5 surrounding. And I will choose one of those and I will put it into my grid. Had she chosen a maple leaf, maple leaves can go to only the immediate diagonal spaces. Ferns, the opposite, they go to immediate orthogonal spaces.
Orthogonal, friends. North, south, east, west.
North, south, east, west. No northwest for the ferns. Bees, if you selected one of those, if your opponent selected one of those on their turn, you're going to do the knight move. Knight from chess. 2 over, 1 up or 1 down. 2 up, 1 left or 1 right. Basically, you're making an L. And that is the bees limited move. And then Sasquatch or Bigfoot, if she had chosen one of those, you can move all the way across an entire row to any spot or the column that you are in. So as far as you want to go up or down or left or right, a Bigfoot move will allow you to move along that row or column. Whichever piece you take, when you place it into your grid, remember your first piece goes up here in the northwest corner, the star space. Every other piece that you grab after that has to be orthogonally adjacent to a piece that you've already placed. It doesn't have to be next to your last placed piece, just something you've placed on a previous turn. Okay, so that's how we're going to be taking our turns. Every time somebody chooses something, the next player is going to go, and they're going to be limited to what piece you took and what move that allows you to make. When you place them into your grid, you're trying to get scoring set, and each piece scores a little bit differently. Mushrooms are pretty simple. However many you have in your entire grid, you score 1 point for each one. Doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter if they're adjacent to each other, it's 1 point per mushroom. Maples, the maple leaves, they want to be in a group of diagonally adjacent maple leaves.
So just like how you would choose from that movement from a maple leaf, that's how they would score.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, there you go. So I'd have to have a mushroom here, or I'd have to have something here to be orthogonally adjacent. But this would be worth 2 points each.
So each maple leaf will
Each
give
maple
you 2
leaf.
points.
If I can get another maple leaf over here, then that would be another 2 points because it's still part of a diagonal group. So diagonally adjacent maple leaves score. Ferns, just like their movement is orthogonally adjacent, orthogonally adjacent ferns score for 2 points in a group of 2 or more, so 2 points for each fern leaf. Bees, they want a lot of unique stuff around them. So bees are going to score 1 point for each unique die face that is surrounding them, and that's diagonally or orthogonally, except for another bee themselves, because that's not unique to them. So they want mushrooms, they want leaves, they want Bigfoot. So they can score max 4 points because there's 4 other faces besides the bee face. And Bigfoot, he's a very solitary character. He doesn't want any other Bigfoots around. So if you can get him not adjacent or in the same column or row as another Bigfoot, they each score 5 points.
Yes.
So 1 up here and 1 over here. Those 2 would each be worth 5 points because they are not in the same column, they are not in the same row, and they are not diagonally or anything adjacent to each other. One last thing is pine cones. So if you pick up a piece that's got the pine cone symbol on it, you get to take one of these pine cone tokens. This helps you have a little bit more freedom in your movement. So when you finish moving the hiker, so if Jess had taken this mushroom, I'm going to one more time here. If I had a pine cone, I have to move to one of these orthogonally or diagonally adjacent pieces. Mushrooms go to anything adjacent. So let's say I go here, but I really wanted to go here. I could turn in my pine cone, and that allows me to move 1 more. Is it just orthogonal?
Yes, just orthogonal space.
1 more orthogonal space to where I stopped my movement. And that counts for anything. So if I did the Bigfoot and I wanted to slide all the way over here, but then go up 1, I could turn in a pine cone and do that. So that's where you can get a little bit of freedom and get to that spot you really wanted to get to make your sets work the best. But also, these things are worth 1 point each at the end of the game if you don't use them. So they are beneficial multiple ways.
Oh, good timing. Oh my gosh, it's Maurice.
What's
Hi,
up,
buddy.
Maurice?
Good to see you. Thank you so much for the subscription.
Hey, 15 months. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. We are doing fine. How are you this evening?
Maurice is a fellow Northwester.
Yeah. So
If you're still in the place that we
think you are.
we think you are. But we are doing really good. We have finished our recent move. We are now in Central Oregon. And we get to be back here with y'all. We got our streaming stuff all set up again. And,
Yeah.
It's really good to have you here. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah. Good to see you in the chat. Pretty awesome. I will also say for final game scoring, I know David did the scoring on how each of the blocks will score. Any unused pine cones are going to be worth a point at the end of the game. And I will also mention too, if at any time, because as these blocks are moving, there's going to be spaces, limited movement. If at any time the hiker cannot make a legal move, you will either turn in a pine cone to help move to a spot which would make it a legal play, or you would just have him grab another mushroom on the board. And the game will end one of 2 ways. Either A, there are no more moves on the board and you don't have any pine cones to move the hiker any more spaces. Or B, there are all of your spaces in your player area are filled up.
And that's the more likely way that it'll end.
Yeah.
It's highly unlikely with how many mushrooms are out on the board that we wouldn't be able to go somewhere.
And they will also say too, if in a higher player count, if you do end up with empty spaces on your player board, you will just fill them with pine cones, and so they would be worth a point to you.
Right. So blanks.
Yeah.
But it does talk about the limited to the supply. So
yes,
I'm assuming maybe you go around by first player and you keep filling until. But we haven't seen that happen. We've been able to fill up our board.
Maurice says he's still in Boise. So.
All right, man. Hey, hop in the car, buddy.
Yeah, we're actually closer. So
we got a guest
shoot
room.
shoot us a DM. And we can make it happen. We do have a guest room. We have a designated gaming room now, not just a part of our house.
We're streaming from the gaming library.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell. But yes, please, let us know. Hello, Gameritis.
Gameritis is here. What's up?
Yes, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining
Good to
us.
see your name here again.
Yeah, I'm waiting for those puns, sir.
Let's do it. Drop the puns.
If you're not on your way home from work. So, okay.
We need a Bigfoot pun.
We do need a Bigfoot pun. I don't know. I have to think about the game first, and then we'll get going.
Right. So Jess has to choose a mushroom anywhere in the grid, and if she chooses one with a pinecone symbol, she does get the pinecone.
Right.
I will say that the first time we played this, there was very few pinecone symbols.
Yes.
But this board has quite a few, so
yes, and I will mention too, on these blocks, the pine cones are limited to certain blocks and certain sides.
Yeah.
So it's not.
I think it's one face. So that each block. This one's all mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, no, it is. It's always all mushrooms. It's always one face on each block. But depending on what side it is,
rarity
of where the mushrooms are, I don't know. See, my problem is there's a lot of things here that I don't want you to have.
She's already trying to deny me. Yeah, because remember, whatever piece she takes, I'm limited in my move by what she takes.
I'm actually going to take this mushroom here. So I'm going to do that and place the hiker there. And it has to go in my northwest corner.
Okay.
So that is my turn.
All right. So she took a mushroom. So my choices are any of the surrounding pieces, orthogonal or diagonal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump in on the fern. That's going to prevent Jess from being able to get that Bigfoot.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down to this diagonal space. That's going to go in my northwest corner to start, and I get a pine cone for that.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to go orthogonal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is that move limitation that I find really cool. So I chose the fern knowing that Jess has to go orthogonal, which means she couldn't grab the Bigfoot. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to keep you away from those. That's 5 points each, so.
I have 3 options. Well, 2 options. I have a shroom or a bee.
True.
I feel like I'm going to go over here because
You're going to push me in a corner?
I'm just going to be a butt about it.
Put me in a corner.
There we go.
All right.
But I mean, you do have a pine cone, so.
I do. So my choices now are these 3. I'm going to get a B. I figure if I get a B early, maybe I can make sure to surround it. So I got to go orthogonal to what I've placed before.
Okay. And now because David chose the B, my options have to be in an L, like the knight's move in chess.
Knight move.
Just to give you a mushroom move. I know.
Y'all have a favorite game of the year? I haven't been playing much. But I got a copy of Dark Quarter that I'm itching to play with some friends soon. I don't know what Dark Quarter is. I am going to look that up. So we played one of my favorites of the year last week, actually, Maurice. It's called Floresta by Arcane Wonders. It's the theme is firefighting in Portugal, like forest firefighting. But it's competitive. So most of those like firefighting games, they always feel like, oh, it's a co-op game, right? Like we're all trying to keep the fire down. But in this one, it's a competitive game. You're trying to be the best firefighting crew. It's set in Portugal, and it's a 3x3 grid of tiles. The corners are the watchtowers, and they give you a power as well as limit where your fire truck can travel to.
I'm gonna do this here.
But the other 5 tiles each kind of have like a little mini game of how you can get your pieces into them, and you're trying. It might be area majority. It might be being able to put your pieces in a row. It might be, there's several different. Things. Yeah, there's several different ways in which you.
Please drive safe, Gameritis. Please drive safe. Okay, I did the night move and I got a Squatch.
What'd you do? You did Squatchy. Okay, so Sasquatch's power is pretty good. I can cruise all the way up and down.
So Same row or same column. Those are his options now.
My bee doesn't have a mushroom. There's a mushroom right there with
A pine
a
cone.
pine cone, but that could give you another Sasquatch.
School watch out.
I could go get my own Sasquatch, but that. I wonder if I. Oh, do I do a fern and try to? Because I want to capitalize
You
on
need
ferns.
a orthogonals for the ferns.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna grab this fern and put it orthogonally adjacent to my other one. So I
Okay, so
am working
now
on that.
since David picked a fern, I have to do orthogonal. So I have to do north, south, east, or west as my options.
And I don't know if y'all have been looking, but I have been monitoring the BGG Gen Con preview list
Mm-hmm.
because Jess will be traveling to Gen Con once
Mm-hmm.
again and hopefully picking up a lot of fun stuff for us to play.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Quarter.
I'll do this.
Somebody was mentioning one. Oh, it was Bree, I think, last week. She mentioned one called Deep Regrets. I was like, "What is that?" And I looked it up today. It's kind of like a cosmic horror fishing
Oh,
game.
oops. I was here. Oops. I have to take north,
Did you
south,
go
east.
diagonal?
I did go diagonal. My bad.
Jess is cheating.
My bad.
The Dark Quarter. Investigators solve mysteries in 1980s while dealing with the dark and supernatural.
Yep.
I'm all in for that description.
I'm in. Who did it? Lucky Duck. Ooh, nice. Nice.
All right. All right. I'm going to check this out, man.
All right, I did.
And, just throw it in your car and drive here. Okay, what did you choose?
I chose a maple.
Okay, so
I wanted that maple, but I was here and I have to do north, south, east, west because you picked a fern. So
Okay.
I went north.
Okay.
I went north. So because I chose a maple, you only get diagonals.
Okay.
So you get a fern, a maple, a bee, or a mushroom.
Well, I mean, it seems like a fern keeps my set going. Yes, I'm gonna. Man, that gives you a Sasquatch
What?
if you want it. All right, I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna take the fern. I could put it here because that would still be orthogonal, but I've already got a fern next to this bee, so I want to try and get some other stuff in there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a Sasquatch with a pine cone. Burp, burp.
So he goes here because you chose a fern. So I have to go north, south, east, west. So I get my squatchy. Here, I'm gonna move yours up here so people know how many pine cones you have.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Betty good.
Okay, you took Bigfoot.
I took a Bigfoot. So it's either anywhere here or anywhere here.
Let's see what I'm gonna come over here.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take this bee with a pine cone and I'm gonna put it here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try the bee game
So currently you're only scoring 1.
for each of those bees.
Right, but it's only 1 because it's only 1 unique item.
Right.
Next to it.
But if I can put like a maple leaf here, that will help both.
Okay.
So,
Just
trying to
saying.
capitalize on.
Just saying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Need me some shrooming.
Yeah, I would love to get a squatchy, but
Do you have a place you could put one?
I don't have a place that I can put one right now. So I have
need
to
to
wait.
do some work.
I need to do some work. So
Since she's got a Sasquatch here and here, the only places she could put Sasquatches would be in a same row or column as another one.
Right. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1 and take this bee. Whoops, that was a bee without a pine cone. So that's gonna go there. So that's currently scoring me 1, 2, 3.
Okay, what'd you took? You took a B?
I took a B. So you gotta do the night moves. Working on night. You know that song?
Do you?
That's all I know of that song. It's so funny because that's like a song that was probably playing back in the day. I don't know, on the radio somewhere.
All right. I am going to take this mushroom. Place it right in there, and that gets me another.
Okay, you placed a mushroom?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I still can't take a squatchy.
You can't.
I still can't take a squatchy. But I will take a fern because that'll give me extra stuff for my bee.
Okay, Fern.
Thank you, Gameritis. Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, the pun counter is still working. I would
300.
I would add more to that. Okay, so
What did you take?
I took a fern.
You took a fern.
North,
Okay.
south, east, west. So you get a bee or a mushroom.
A bee or a mushroom.
Or you can move more. And I believe you can use any number of pine cones, right?
I think that's true.
But they have to be orthogonal. So the world is your oyster right now.
So I'm going to come down one, and I'm going to turn in a pine cone to come down another one
Okay.
to get this fern. It has a pine cone on it, so
Okay.
I'm just going to take that back.
Okay. Take that back for where it came from. Oh, so help me.
All right. I'm hoping those ferns will pay off for me because I've got a nice orthogonal group. Come on, big fern money.
So I'm maxing out my bee already.
So when I was a kid, did you ever do this with ferns? Grab like a stalk of them and just rip off all the little like
No, because
fronds or
I
whatever?
wasn't a little boy that terrorized
There's
stuff.
just this little stick left.
No. Murdering plants?
All the people at church were real mad. All of us would be out there just cleaning off the ferns. They're like, come on, boys. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay, so I took a fern. So you got a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Still can't place your Bigfoot.
Boop, 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 doop, doop, boop, 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 doop.
Need to give me a Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. So I am gonna go here with the bee. And I'm going to place my bee down here.
Okay. So with the B, I can do the L. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to take Squatchy. Right there. Now each of my B's has 3 things.
Okay, so Squatchy allows me to go here or
Whole
here.
column, whole row. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, ferns. But maple, we want diagonal.
Yeah, maple's a little tricky.
Yeah.
You could put one here and then hopefully get one there.
Nah. Nah.
Let's see. On the score pad for the last time we played, our scores were 35 and 46. So, kind of give an idea of what
I go here.
30s and 40s hopefully seems like a pretty good score, at least in a 2-player game. Oh, we did forget to say mushrooms are worth 1 point each, but there's a bonus for whoever has the most
Oh, right.
mushrooms. You get
Right.
half of your mushroom total again
Rounded
rounded up.
up.
So Jess is currently winning the mushroom game. She's got 3 and I've got 1.
And
Okay,
I took a mushroom.
you took a mushroom. Start maples? I could try. All right. We're going to try to maximize those bees. I'm going to take a maple and a pine cone.
Okay.
So you got to go diagonal.
Which I can't unless I spend.
Oh, that's true. So you could take a mushroom anywhere on the board. So Jess does not have a legal move without spending a mushroom. Or a pine cone. But your pine cone, your pine cone would allow you to come to what, just this one? How does that work? When like you don't have a legal move, do you just turn in a pine cone to move one space?
Uh, no.
As legal, choose or choose to use the in-game pine cone power to yes, you'd. Your only options are you take a mushroom anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
or you turn in your pine cone to get this fern.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Just because I don't want you to have a, a plethora of ferns.
Okay, so my option is to take that B because that's the only orthogonal
Or
block,
you've got a bunch of.
or I could turn in some pine cones to move.
Yeah.
And I want to do okay. So I'm gonna do the B with the fern, but I'm gonna turn in this pine cone to come get this maple. And then, all right, I am gonna put it here just to make sure that these score, and I hope to get
Okay,
another
because
one
you
to
did a
get.
maple, I have to do diagonal, so I either have here or here, and I want this maple.
Okay.
So now this one's finally scoring me some points.
Okay. Now I have no legal moves because you did a maple, which is diagonal. I could
Mm-hmm.
turn in a pine cone. Actually, I'm not. Oh, but I could get a mushroom, and maybe that's
Anywhere on the
okay.
board. Yeah, a mushroom anywhere on the board.
I could be real mean.
It's fine, it's just a game. Just a game. And remember where you live.
Who sleeps beside you? All right. Well, I don't really like to be mean. So,
So you were here.
yep, I'm going to take this mushroom here. And that comes with a pine cone. And I will place it. Okay. I was thinking about taking this one
Uh-huh.
because you would have to take this maple leaf because that is a legal move.
Uh-huh.
And you don't really have anywhere great to place a maple leaf because it wouldn't score you anything. But I was like, nah. Oh, Deadpan's here. What's up, buddy?
Squatchy!
This is a very friendly game here, Gameritis. Deadpan, how are you, friend?
Welcome in.
Okay, what did you take?
I took a squatch.
Oh, Squatch.
So
Oh,
same row or same column?
Get that Squatch.
Watch out!
Could get that Squatch. Yeah, let's get another Squatch. Bigfoot coming in hot. All right.
Okay.
So I took a Squatch. So now
All
you
right.
have column
Same
or
column
row.
or row. I don't want to give you I'll give you an option. I'll come down here. I'll get this fern.
Okay. Ah, I should have put my Bigfoot somewhere else. Burp, burp. Okay.
Fern. I did a fern.
You did
North,
it.
south, east, west.
Okay, that's fine. I want a maple leaf to go here. Now, diagonal. Bigfoot. Oh, that was not intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you don't have a pine cone. That stinks.
Are you sure you want that maple?
Uh, so Jess's only legal play is to take a Bigfoot. However, when she places it on her board, that is going to negate it won't be worth any points because she doesn't have a place to play it that would give her points, but it's also going to remove points from one of the other Bigfoots.
Yep. Thanks, hon.
Gameritis, thanks for stopping in.
See you later. Have a good night. Oh, that's gonna take away both of them. That stinks.
Put it here.
Yeah, that
Hey,
stinks.
it's just what happened.
I was playing a friendly game, everyone.
A friendly game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I need? Maple would be nice.
Hi, baby.
All right.
We got a puppy head down here.
Hi, Poopy. I'll be nice. I'll come up here
Hi,
and
puppy.
grab this maple.
Hi, puppy. Hi. Hi, hi, hi.
Okay. So now you can get a fern or a mushroom. Maple. It's a maple.
Oh, we were here?
This fern or that mushroom.
Oh.
Okay, so you took a fern. My legal play is a mushroom. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Put it here.
And I will take this mushroom that has a pine cone on it. Try to recoup some of my points back.
Okay. So how many mushrooms do I have? I have 3. You have 4. So I could take a mushroom. I could take a bee. The bee would be worth 2. The mushroom would be worth 2. So I think that makes sense. Because then it ties us on. Okay.
All right, bring out the score pad.
Do we have a pen in here anywhere?
No.
All right. Hold, please, while I go get a pen.
There we go. That's your hold music, everyone. Yeah, so this game was really fast. So even though David cheated, I will be able to redeem myself.
All right.
So first we're counting mushrooms.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in a tie, where's the bonus? Doesn't talk about the bonus. Oh, scoring. Player with the most doesn't say here what to do in the case of a tie. If there is a tie, no additional bonuses. Okay, so we just get 4.
Okay.
Ferns. 2 points for each in an
2,
orthogonal
4,
group.
6, 8.
8 for Jess. I also have 8. Okay, maple leaves.
2, 4.
Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for 8. Bees.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for that bee.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 for that bee. So
7. For this bee, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
right? And for this B, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 8. Squatchies. I get 10 because mine are.
I also have 10.
Okay.
Would have had more.
Sorry. All right. Pine cones, I have 4.
I have 1.
All right. 12, 16, 23, 33, 34. 12, 28, 38, 42.
All right. Game 1. That's game 1.
All right.
Reset. Can I have the bag, please? So we can put all the cubes back in.
Yes, they give you a very nice large
Canvas bag. You don't have to worry about textures. If people have issues with texture, they don't have to worry about it.
We do have a friend that the felt bags can't do them.
Yeah.
Or is it no velvet? Velvet?
No, it's
No.
something.
Right. Like
It's
this.
something.
So this game does play up to 4. And I, at some point, really got to try that. Here, I'll go first this time.
So there is, I want to say there may be some like solo-y mode happening.
I didn't see anything for solo mode.
No, I think that's in the works according to their Kickstarter.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, so we do need to roll them, though. I was like, why do we roll them if all the faces are the same? They're not the same. Some of them have a pine cone. No pine cones yet. Still no pine cones. Wow, Jess.
No one's getting extra bonus points.
Oh, our first one. Sorry, I have to have them all facing.
You don't have to do this. This is just David for stream purposes.
No, for
Your ADHD.
my own foibles.
OCD.
A bee with a pine cone. There's a lot of bees. This is the bee district. Oh, that was a Bigfoot for a second, but it became a bee.
What? No, they're all the same face.
Oh, I was confused.
Yeah, each block only has one face.
That's right. Oh, it's very Bigfooty down here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I gotta
make sure you
choose
get
a
this here.
mushroom, huh?
Yup.
Do any of them have pine cones? Ooh, that one does.
Always
All
looking
right.
for the pine cones.
I'm gonna jump in on that pine cone early. I'm gonna give you.
Bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of options.
Laying out a bunch of stuff. Alright. I'm trying to redeem my squatchiness.
Ooh, going squatch early. That could be useful.
Squatch.
Okay, so now I can go all over the dang place.
This row, or this column. Bum, 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 bum. I will also post again in the chat, friends, if any of you are interested in checking out this game. They currently was finished. Their campaign did finish. So they are requesting folks to reach out to them directly to get their local game stores involved.
I'll come up here and get this.
To have retail market growing. You're doing a maple, eh?
Yeah, this is definitely one that, like, I can see almost anybody being able to jump in and understand what it is that you're trying to do.
Strategy-wise.
Yeah, so if you got friends that like lighter games.
I took a maple.
Okay.
And it's really pretty on the table because it's all wood and it's a dual layered board and that's wood, so all the dice the blocks like
Slide in really nice.
fit nicely.
Yeah.
Did you take another maple?
Yes.
Okay. B. I will take a B.
Okay.
And the B is going to go here.
I'm gonna come get. I am going pine cones.
Wow.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but you get a mushroom.
North, south, east, west. Thank you. I only have one option. Whoops. I know it was interesting when I was playing this with the designers, they would actually set their pawn, they would set the hiker on the place first so everybody could see like what they did and then take the block.
Gotcha.
So like they had like an extra beat. You said a fern?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can see that for sure if you're teaching people how to play or if you don't trust who you're playing with.
I don't trust you, Phyllis.
You trust me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never make mistakes.
Oh, whoa.
We are backing ourselves into a corner here. All right.
I'm playing this a little chaotically. Usually I'm very like right next to each other, but it is orthogonally adjacent to something already played, so it is.
What did you take?
I took a mushroom.
Mushroom, thank you.
It is a valid play. It's just a little chaos. Little chaos.
All right. I'll come get a fern. Okay.
You took a fern?
Yes. Mushroom or fern?
I'll do the fern, I guess.
All right.
Fern. I took a fern.
Would like a bee.
Oh, thank you.
So you get a night move.
So I'm going to take this squatchy right here. And look! Valid placement! Good gravy. Alright, so you get this column or this row.
It's not much in that column. I could use a maple. I could use a Bigfoot. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna come take a Bigfoot.
Okay.
There.
Before I take my turn.
Let's go up here.
Okay.
Okay. Finger off.
I'm going to take this maple up here.
I get a mushroom, huh? Okay. So my only legal move is this mushroom.
Or you can spend your pine cones to move more.
Right. So I could get a mushroom, or another mushroom, or a bee.
Or another mushroom.
All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'll just take the mushroom, save my pine cone. Because I don't have a mushroom on this bee yet.
Mm.
Put you here. Okay.
You took mushroom?
I took a mushroom.
Okay.
So now these 4 are just as legal plays.
Currently don't have any ferns.
Oh, you do need another fern.
I know.
So Jess has one fern, which means that's 0 points. She's got to get a group. It's a good play. All right, well, I'll come take the bee.
The only thing I
Oh,
can
no,
grab.
not there.
Only thing I can grab is a mushroom.
We'll go there. Yeah.
It's the only legal play. So I will take this mushroom up here.
Um.
Yeah.
Do.
You want a mushroom or a bee?
The bee.
Okay. So I get a mushroom or a mushroom or a mushroom. Thanks, hon.
Truman. Well, it's going to put you in a good sized lead on the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
To take.
I'm gonna take this one.
All right, you took a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bigfoot. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come take Squatchy. And we're gonna go here.
So it's either this column or this row.
Right.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna play over here and get this maple.
Okay.
So maples are now diagonals. Maples are diagonals.
I like this maple. I need one of those as well. Okay.
You're gonna give me a squatchy.
Yeah, can you do
Again?
anything with it?
You're giving me a squatch again.
Oh no!
God.
You gotta get pine cones.
I'm trying. You keep taking all of my pine cones.
Oh no, love.
Oh, this is the worst. Are you for real right now?
That was totally unintentional.
Are you for real right now?
That was unintentional.
Do I have to take that?
Yeah, that's your only legal play. So the only place she can go is right here because it's a maple. It's got to be diagonal. And anywhere she places that Bigfoot is going to negate one of the other Bigfoots.
Dang it. That's what I get for being nice. This game.
Sweetheart, that was not intended. Swear.
Crap.
I liked your other placement.
Up here?
Yeah.
Why?
Because here you can still play a fern, which is good, or a bee. Up there, there's not really anything great.
I don't know if I should take advice from you.
Laying the Bigfoot traps.
Gosh.
That was rough. I feel a little bad.
A little bit.
Just a little bad. Okay. So that bee has all the things. That bee has all the things. That bee does not have. No, but any fern or a maple there. Won't be worth any points except for that bee. Let's grab a fern. Would you like a mushroom? A mushroom?
You knew
Or
I
a
needed
mushroom?
a fern.
I did not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's still ferns. So if you want a fern, which mushroom should you take?
This one.
That's what I would do. All right, so I can take a bee or a
Mm-hmm.
mushroom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You should take B.
But if I take that bee, your only move is a mushroom. All right, I'm gonna try to make up for my Sasquatch.
Fine, love. It's fine. Making good content.
Me screwing you over. All right,
Well, you took a mushroom?
I took a mushroom.
Okay. I'm taking this fern then.
Okay, so my play would be a maple, which would score me nothing.
That's
A mushroom would be a point, which is not bad. Can I turn in more than one?
I think so. I think
Because
you
this just
can.
says spend one. Oh, as many as they have available. So I could spend two and get a current. Oh, but I would spend 2 points to get 2 points. That's not.
Wah, wah.
Or I could spend 1 point to get 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So any move I make is 0 points. Does this B have everything? Yes. Oh, if I got a B. Okay, so that's my only way. So you took a fern?
Took a fern.
Okay, so I'm going to come up one, and I'm going to spend one to take this B. Because I spent one, but I get two. So that's my only play at.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a
A
maple, a bee, a mushroom. So a bee is 2. Maple would be 0.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this B.
Mushroom would be. Okay. And that's a full table. Let's go to the score sheets. Oh, they double-sided them.
Yes.
That is.
I think we might need to play this one more time to show how a game happens when you don't get messed over. We have time.
Okay.
We have time.
Mushrooms.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. I have 1, 2, 3. So Jess has the most mushrooms. So she gets the bonus, which is half of her mushroom score again rounded up. So that'll be 3 more points. Ferns.
2, 4, 6.
And I have 4 for 8 points. Maples.
2, 4, 6.
I also have 6. Bees.
My 1 bee got me. Oh no, I have 2 bees. 1, 2, 3, 4 for that bee, and 2 for this bee, so 6 total.
Okay. I have a bee that has 1, 2, 3, 4. This bee has 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. This bee has 2 for 10. This bee has 2 for 12. That's all my points is them bees. All right, Bigfoots. I have 2 for 10.
1 for 5.
Oh. I have 2 pine cones.
None. None, yeah.
8, 14, 20, 26, 31.
I got worse.
11, 17, 29, 39, 41.
All right, one more time for the kids in the back. Let's do this. I'm going to have you roll them now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be curious to see how it will play in higher player count. If it'll just determine how different things will be as far as like options go.
With 2 players, you can do a little bit of planning.
Yes.
Oh, you want me to roll them?
No. You don't have to.
I thought you were going to roll them.
No, I'm blaming you for your terrible rolling.
So this is one of those ones where like kind of maybe like a drafting game where in a 2-player game you kind of know what you're going to get back, so you can make some plans. Here, like we can kind of see like, okay, if I make this move, this would be Jess's best play. So this is probably where I'll end up. You know, you can do a little bit of that, which is cool. Ooh, going around the world.
Around the world, around the world. No, if that's gonna be helpful or not.
Getting some pine cones. I did have all those pine cones, and that definitely helped that game.
But you didn't use them, though. They were just free points.
They were free points, but I didn't get stuck. There was like once I could get out, I used once or twice I used them, but having them meant I had that extra freedom.
Yeah.
So pine cones are important. I'm not hearing or feeling. Yeah, there was a couple times where if you had like at least 1 pine cone, I think that game would have played a lot different.
And what's nice, too, is after you play this, you can just set it up and leave it on your coffee table.
And it looks beautiful, and then anytime you're ready to play a game, it's right there for you.
Yeah, it's already rocking and rolling.
All right, you going first?
Nope. You go first.
Okay.
I gave you the hiker.
You know what I'm going to do.
You're going to grab terrible things. Terrible things. All
right, I ain't gonna hose you completely.
Good grief.
I'm getting myself a pine cone and not leaving you a space.
Okie doke. Mushroom. Take this maple.
Okay. Take this maple and like it. So I can get a
mushroom, fern, bee.
Oh. L. There's a fern with a pine cone there. If you want to.
Nope. I'm playing my own game.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. All right, that was a fern.
Yep.
All right, let's do a little Bigfoot going up here.
Now I'm gonna go all the way down here for this Bigfoot. Zip, zip. Where are you going? To the corner. For a shroomy?
No. I don't like the mushroom. Go with what I originally was thinking. Gonna get a maple.
Okay.
Thinking about hogging those pine cones again.
Oh, you got a maple.
Yeah, maple.
Okay.
So
I gotta go.
fern or mushroom?
I'm gonna do. That doesn't score me anything, so I have to go here.
What?
If I put, I don't. The fern blocks my maple.
Oh,
This would, so I would have.
yeah.
Well,
Well, you're already blocked.
No, I'll do that there.
Either that fern isn't going to score or that maple isn't going to score.
Oh, that's right.
So do you want to undo that? Is there something you'd rather have?
Yeah, I think I'll take the fern then. I'll take the fern.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't play that right.
You took a fern?
Mm-hmm. Hey, puppy.
I don't want a maple.
Do you want a
I'll
bee?
take a bee.
Okay. So I go there for this maple, this fern,
Mushroom.
mushroom. Mm. Mm.
Are you looking at, well, what's David going to get?
Mm-hmm. Take this maple up here.
Okay.
Took a maple. Shroom, fern, squatchy.
Sasquatch isn't bad. Okay. I wonder how many Sasquatches you can play. So if you can set them up one for each column,
Mm-hmm.
you can get 4 on a board if you place them perfectly.
Look, I got a pine cone.
Pinecone action. All right, so I gotta go diagonal.
Shroom, bee, maple.
Oh, maple with a pinecone. I'll take that.
Then I will take the shroom with the pine cone.
Okay.
Took a shroom.
Um. They're gonna gamble with all these Sasquatches. Let's do it. So if I get one more here,
Uh-huh.
that'd be pretty cool. I think personally.
Uh-huh.
So Sasquatch free move across the board. What'd you take?
A bee.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm very symmetrical now in this game. Oh no. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
so I can do a mushroom. There's not anything great that I could play up there, so that's fine. I'll take a mushroom. Sasquatch with a pine cone. Good one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You can't take the Sasquatchy.
No,
You
not
can't
ready
take
for
the
that yet.
Sasquatchy yet.
But let's get myself ready.
What'd you take?
Maple leaf.
Okay.
Diagonals. Fern or mushroom. Or you have 3 pine cones.
You got 2 mushrooms. I got 1. I'll take a fern though.
Okay. Mushroom or bee or fern, right? Oh wait, what
Oh,
did
you
you
have pine
you took a
cones.
fern?
I took a fern. So north, south, east, west.
Okay.
Mushroom or bee or use a pine cone.
Bee.
Ah, okay. We'll take this maple then. Don't call it comeback of the maples. Diagonals. Bee, fern.
And then take fern.
Hmm.
Need to get a hold of a Sasquatch.
I'll take the bee.
All right, we're doing it. So I'm gonna bee over to here and turn in this to get Sasquatch. Can I maintain? If I get another Sasquatch, it'll suck. Maple? Very nice.
Mushroom, fern. Mushroom, fern.
I need a fern to make that fern worth anything. So I guess I'll grab the fern.
Fern, eh? Boop, 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 puppy. My little puppy.
So mushroom, mushroom.
Mushroom, mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. I need some mushroom. Mushroom,
Another pine cone.
mushroom.
Dang.
Mushroom pine cone.
Okay, so you took a mushroom.
Mushroom pine cone.
You have how many mushrooms?
2.
2? And I have
2. But I have more pine cones than you.
So I'm gonna take this mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got a lot of choices. Aw, you butt.
Payback.
Alright, well, the B's worth a few. I'll take the B and get a
Your beeswax.
Alright.
Nope. I still need to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a B. My apologies. I forgot that was first. I was like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you like a B? A B? A fern? No, that's not worth a whole lot. What's worth anything? You want a mushroom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It'll cost you
Fine.
1 pine cone.
I'm gonna do this one. Cost me a pine cone, but no one gets bonuses, baby. Here we go.
Okay, how many mushrooms?
I have 3.
I have 3, so no bonus. So that was a 1, 2, 3 point play for you.
Yeah, from how many times did you screw me on the Sasquatches?
Okay. No, I'm saying that was great. That was a great play. There's nothing else that was going to get you 3 points. Ferns. I have 2 for 4.
I have 4 for 8.
Okay. Maples. I have 1, 2, 3 for 6.
I have 4 for 8.
Bees. What do you got?
Okay, so this bee's got 1, 2, 3. This bee's got 1, 2, 3. So 6.
6 for bees. All right, this bee's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
This bee has 2 for 6.
Mm-hmm.
This bee has 1, 2, 3, 4
Mm-hmm.
for 10. This bee has 1, 2, 3 for 13.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, your bees might have got it for you.
Oh, my Sasquatches are about to get it for me right here.
10.
20. Full pull. And pine cones.
4.
11, 19, 25, 35, 39. 7, 13, 26, 46, 49.
Dang. Again with a 10-point difference. Dang.
That's your highest score ever.
Ever. Highest score ever.
That was a good one, love.
That, my friends, is Northwest.
Northwest. Designed
So-
by Rick Howe.
I will put in the chat again if y'all want to check out their website. Like we said, they are hoping to get more into retail stores, so go to your local game store, reach out to them and request it be sent to their local game store. That's how we got our copy. But yeah, it's fun. It's as much as it was kind of the oh no, the final, 2 or 3 moves and you kind of get hosed at the end. It's like, oh, whatever. We can just reset and play again.
It is fast enough. In a 2-player game, and then 3 to 4, I think it would be a much different experience and tougher.
Mm-hmm.
In a 2-player game, it is so fast that I think, yeah, it's like, rack it up. Let's go again.
Right. Yeah. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. It's been really cool hopefully we'll get more of our games off the shelf of opportunity played here at the table. Thank you all for joining us. And until next time, we probably will be back next week. Most likely.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Probably.
Because it's not 4th of July yet. We have at least one more week. But yes, so we'll be back next week. So stay tuned for that, friends.
Next Thursday will be right before your Magic tournament.
Yes. So I'm inviting some friends over to play Magic the Gathering. And hopefully by then we'll have a new table set up. So maybe in 2 weeks you'll see us with a different table set up. Who knows? Depends. Right. Depends on how everything goes.
We got some work to do to get the new shiny
Because, I mean, everybody's seen this background before. They know what this looks like. Yeah. So I want to make sure my community is focused. So anyway, until next time, friends, stay safe, enjoy your board games, be kind to one another, and we'll catch you on the next stream.
Have a good week, folks.